Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Contract price for TJ Watt revealed for Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers star out East linebacker TJ Watt seems set to get a huge extension this offseason to keep him with the team for the rest of his career. General Manager Omar Khan seemed to say with certainty that Watt would return to the team. TJ's one of those legacy guys, Khan said. I was around Hines Ward and Troy Polamalu. Those guys played their entire careers here, and that's a special thing. I'm hopeful and confident that TJ will be one of those guys. Yet, what could he end up getting? Watt might get paid upwards of $35 to $37 million per year, which would be enough to make him the highest-paid non-quarterback in the NFL to this point. Tony Pauline of Sportskeeda noted the Steelers want Watt around for the rest of his career. Watt had a down year for his career, racking up 11.5 sacks, but cratering during the final month of the season. While he dealt with injuries, Watt's productivity dipping is a significant reason he is no longer the favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year. Watt will be a free agent after the 2025 season, but will likely be set up with an extension this year if these comments say anything. When that comes to pass, Watt's new game will take shape, and that is something the Steelers will need to see in order for him to maintain his elite level of play as he enters his 30s. You mad, bro? Fans gripe over NFL player grades for Mike Tomlin. Omar Khan's quotes, Penguins losing in this week's you mad, bro? We've got some people rolling their eyes at Omar Khan's quotes about the Steelers roster. We have lots of people fed up with the Penguins. And there are a surprising amount of people agitated about the Eagles' tush-push. Enjoy spring training, Pirates. Your time is coming soon enough. Is White House press secretary for any of the last 10 administrations an option? Honestly, I'm at the point with the Penguins that I found myself missing Michael Granlund while watching Finland. Fred responded to the Facebook post about that Penguins promotion where they are selling large beers in hollowed-out plastic hockey sticks. Beer. Sticks. A bad product on the ice. What could possibly go wrong? Generally speaking, Fred, I'd say the goaltending, defensive zone coverage, 5-on-5 play, and the shootout. Jordan also had a comment on the Penguins' beer sticks. Starting to sound like the gimmicky stuff the Pirates do. It's also starting to look like where the Pirates end up in the standings. An emailer named Tmitch0710 wants the Philadelphia Eagles tush-push play to be outlawed. The flying wedge was made illegal, so should be the tush-push. The flying wedge was used league-wide at full speed and resulted in multiple people dying. This is an effort to target one play that one team has mastered. And if Jalen Hurts felt like his life was at risk from doing the brotherly shove, I'm guessing he wouldn't be so keen on doing it. George agrees with that guy on this topic. From 2005, we gradually and continually had more and more assisting of a runner, completely against the rules of football, but exactly the rules of rugby. And now we've devolved to the slop of expletive the Eagles have perfected. No. And no. Get rid of it. George, you are right that the rule changed in 2005 to allow pushing from behind but no other form of assisting the runner. However, prior to the rule change in 2005, the penalty hadn't been called in any form since 1991. That was when a Kansas City Chief lineman pulled a wide receiver forward. So I don't think removing pushing of a player from the language of that rule is exactly the ground zero moment for a slow decline that you are making it out to be. It took 2 decades for one team, with one player, to turn this into an issue. It's an attack on them. If it was the Steelers franchise that was the subject of losing a play that only it had specialized, we'd all be wetting our pants over it. Would Steelers be foolish to try to trade for Matthew Stafford? Would the Steelers be foolish to try to trade for Matthew Stafford? One of the topics du jour is Rams QB Matthew Stafford and teams like the Steelers and Raiders trading for him. Los Angeles granted him permission to explore his options, but reports are mixed on whether the Steelers are interested. Like the quarterback the Steelers already have, Russell Wilson, Stafford is a Super Bowl winner with a Hall of Fame resume. Also like Wilson, he is old and his durability is a serious question, as is his mobility. Both quarterbacks are clearly past their prime, but one would be much more expensive. Our latest videos: Matthew Stafford is reportedly looking to hit $50 million or so, and speculation is the Steelers would have to give up their first-round pick plus an additional pick to get him. Basically, the only way to justify that would be to win a Super Bowl. But is a Matthew Stafford circa 2025 capable of leading the Steelers team to a Super Bowl? The Rams have barely made the playoffs the last 2 years with Stafford, as have the Steelers with their quarterbacks. One could argue that Stafford is better than what the Steelers have, but even if true, how far does that take them? To what degree is he better than Wilson or Fields? Stafford turned 37 years old a few weeks ago. He is not putting up his best numbers, though statistically, he did improve in the second half of last season. But there are many factors to consider, especially in relation to his fit here. For example, do the Steelers have an offensive line in place that could keep Matthew Stafford upright? They couldn't even do that with Russell Wilson, and now they'll have a right tackle with 1 start and a left tackle with 1 start on that side in the NFL. And that left tackle was previously benched at right tackle for the right tackle with 1 start. Sounds tempting, surely. It seems rather unlikely that Stafford will end up with the Steelers, but is it even a good idea? If the figures are anywhere close to a first-round pick plus another and $50 million, that is a lot for Stafford to live up to and not long to do it, given his age. The Steelers' 2024 season has come to its predictably inauspicious end, with yet another one-and-done postseason for HC Mike Tomlin. The offense faltered, and the defense matched it blow for blow, leading to a 21-0 first-half deficit. Just like last year, the biggest question hanging over the Steelers is the quarterback question. Do they still believe in Russell Wilson and/or Justin Fields, or do they want another solution? There are other major decisions to make, as well, such as what to do with George Pickens. Do you sign him to an extension, try to trade him, or let him play out his rookie contract? The Steelers started the 2024 season 10-3, with Mike Tomlin in the Coach of the Year conversation. Wash, rinse, and repeat, and we have another late-season collapse. This may be the worst yet, a 4-game losing streak presaging a one-and-done playoff run. Welcome to Steelers football. And are you a fan? What do you think of Matthew's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.